Day 2 of the Seahawks rookie minicamp is in the books, and for as far as you're concerned and I'm concerned, we're done. That is in terms of access to, the Seahawks practice and whatnot. A week from now, they will have their OTAs. This is what they call everything these days. So we'll be back then. But let's recap what we saw today. Big difference from today, from yesterday. Today was that they practiced indoor. For the first 30, 15, 20 minutes. So I don't know if that was because of the heat, but it was just different. And then the players came out here into the sun, and it wasn't as hot as it was yesterday. So all right, let's just get right to the report. Here's some stuff, just some random notes I'm gonna throw at you. Witherspoon looked good. You cut across a couple different. That is obviously Devon Witherspoon, the #1 draft pick, and McIntosh. Kenny, you're going to hear from him a little bit, but he really looked comfortable, looked the part. What I mean the part is that when they were in their offensive drills, they're in that formation, the one back, and the way he was cutting, the way he was going through the holes, and he actually had one where he cut inside, was open, and skirted down the practice. And what they like to do, the Seahawks, that is, one of the things with running backs and receivers, if you catch the ball in the drill, you're supposed to run to the end zone, and he got there a couple of times. And also we saw Oluwatumu going against Cameron Young, and that was kind of an interesting one draft pick against the other, and they know each other well. But I'm gonna go to some B-roll, and here's the interviews from the players, post-practice interviews.
Let's go. Back to the ball. Come on, put your hands, 6 pounds. There we go. Come on, little Ivy, get your ass up on the ball. No ball step, no ball step. Go. Straight ahead. Get out. Hold it off that front toe. Get out. There you go, good. Hold it off that front toe. Bring it 11. Sit right there. Here we go. We out. 5-man flag. Let's go. On the opposite side.
Area, so kind of thrown a little weight, come in the camp, look big, kind of look the part.
How similar is the way they might use you here to how you played in college?
It's totally different. Michigan State, we did a lot of stunting, a lot of slanting, so here I'm more in gap control, gap and a half, so it's a totally different scheme.
What does more weight do for you in terms of what they're trying to have you do here?
So I think it gives me the ability to stay in my gap longer, hold those double teams for guys like Bobby Wagner to make plays, so really just give me the opportunity to kind of play that gap and half scheme.
What's the first mini camp being out here, meeting your fellow rookies? Just what's this weekend been like?
It's great. Everybody in the facility brings a lot of energy. So every day been great for us.
Anybody else? We good? All right.
Yes, sir.
There we go, baby. There we go. Bring your feet.
Show for all the hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears you put into it. So just being here, being blessed enough to be drafted by this organization and being out here to show off my skills, it meant a lot. I put my all into it, running to the ball, locking in on my assignments, staying up all night, learning the plays in such a short time. It just meant everything. I'm treated like that, and I'll never take it for granted.
You talked about not being recruited, having to go the JUCO route, and then all the New Mexico. How does that path? How does that end up playing out like a blessing here, coming into the NFL and preparing you for this experience?
Just always having that chip on the shoulder. You know, we were just talking about that yesterday in the team meeting. Coach Carroll said it himself, the type of players he look for is guys who got a chip on their shoulder, something to prove, you know. You read the reports, they say I'm a sleeper guy, they say he's too small, they say he's not fast enough. All those things that reporters, experts, quote unquote, say, and it's just like, you know who you are, you know the work you put in, you know what you're capable of, and the route I took built me for where I'm at right now. You know, it's gonna keep on going. You know, I was a late round draft pick. I wasn't a first round guy, I wasn't a second round guy. So I have to work myself up on the totem pole. That comes from special teams to rotating to getting to where I want to be at. So just the whole route I took, it just built me to be a tougher guy. And then I faced a lot of adversity, so not too much can have me down and in my feelings, and I'm able to come out here and play, get my best game.
John Snyder told us after the draft, he called you an angry elf when he saw you on the video.
It sounds like him.
Okay. Did he say that to you during the visit or whatever? Or?
No, he didn't. You know, if John would have said that to me, we would have had a problem. You know, I'm playing though. But no, he came to me, man. He just showed his excitement and thrill to have me on his team. You know, some reports he said that I was one of their favorites, you know, picks. So it's like it means a lot coming from the GM of this team, you know. And that just goes to your point about how does my route get me where I'm at. I mean, he said himself, like, that's where I want to be. I want to be that guy that people want to be around, want to get, and want to have on their team. So for him to say that, you know, it's a joke, but it's cool though. It's cool with me. John's a great guy.
If you had communication with Quandre and Jamal up to this point, like Quandre was a 6th round pick like you, so.
No, Quandre Diggs, he hit me up the night of the draft. He texted me, him, Tariq Woolen, me and Jamal Adams, we got the same DB trainer back in Texas, Clay Mack. So all of us are very well connected. Tariq Woolen was a 5th round draft pick. Diggs was a 6th round guy, you know, and it just goes to show that here at Seattle, you know, they pick out the best guys that not too many people know about, and they create them into dogs and being the all-pro guys that all three of those guys you named are.
How big a part of your game is versatility?
How you say, how big is it?
Yeah, like how important is that to your game?
It's very important. I mean, that's the name of the game now. You know, those guys you just named, Diggs, Tariq Woolen, Jamal Adams, those guys are able to play corner, nickel, back, safety. Like, you have to be versatile and be able to be in more than one spot to stay in this league. And that's just you making your value that much higher if you're able to do more than one thing. You know, not too many guys in this league are just playing one position. You know, Jalen Ramsey is the highest paid DB in the NFL, but he also goes inside and play nickel. So it's just, I put that into my game and just earn more value to my name.
Being versatile, I mean, there's a physical part of it, but there's also a mental part of it. What do you have to do, and what does it take to be versatile, mental-wise?
That film study. Like I said when I first started, you know, the first night I got here, I was literally up 1:30, you know, going over my iPad, my notes, going over those plays, because I couldn't get it at first. Like, going from college to the NFL, it's a lot that changes. The game is the same, but the terminology, the language, and how you communicate to one another is very different. So it's just, you have to take that mental step. You have to take more time out your day, give up the video games, give up your friends, give up going out, and just literally lock in on football for a moment, and then actually collect everything and just keep processing. Like, okay, if I'm here and they run this formation, they run these routes, what do I got? Okay, but if I'm over here in this position and this call, what do I have? It's just taking that and really taking your time and thinking about it and processing that information.
Accelerate doing the tackle. I promise you, the ball carrier ain't gonna be sitting there waiting on your ass to tackle. Nobody goes by themselves. Nobody goes on their own. Let's go wait on the ball with front foot. Flip sides. Hey, finally when you turn off. Reload.
It's smooth. Being out here competing with these guys, it really reminds me of Georgia. I'm not gonna lie to you. The way Georgia practice and how we get after things, Pete really symbolized, or I would say Kirby Smart really symbolized what we do here in the next level to get better. Everything I did in college, it's just like a repeat. They're saying the same things over that my coach said in college level. So being out here, it was like a no-brainer, just going out there and being able to be around these guys that be able to force them to come to the next level and compete at a high level. So I'm excited to be there.
What's the environment been like for you?
Oh, awesome, man. You see it? It's laid. It's beautiful out here, man. I love it. I kind of seen something similar like this in down South Florida, but all the houses is here on the hills and stuff. That's different. The water and the sunlight and the weather, it just reminds me of Florida a little bit. Just need a little bit of prom cheese out there, that's all.
What made you such an effective pass catcher out of the backfield in college?
Man, just being able to trust my hands. Like I said, I've been catching the ball since I was yay high. I can remember catching the ball in the house with my dad. So just having that confidence in my hands, knowing that ball not going to touch the ground if it hit my hands. So, and also I know I ain't going to do no push-ups that he's going to make me want to do if I drop that ball. So I might as well just catch it.
What do you think your early impressions of Zach Charbonnet after?
Great bat, smart. Definitely a big bat, definitely a bowling ball. But he's definitely quick on his feet, light on his feet. Very smart, telling him to do. I'm glad to be here and working with him, man.
When we last talked to you, you were very emotional about having been drafted and all that. Did it take you a while to kind of calm down that night and kind of realize what had happened? Or?
I know what happened. Like I said, I've been waiting, so it's been going through my mind already. All these thoughts and stuff like that. So once I got that call, I knew my opportunity was bringing this up. All the emotions, like I said, left my body, and I was just excited to be able to get that call and be able to say I got drafted in 2023. So.
What was that party like for you guys after we got from this?
I'm a Florida boy. We know how to Florida. We know how to get lit. So I definitely did it the right way with my brothers and family back at the home before I left. Definitely did it the right way.
Do you still have any disappointment over not? I mean, I think you said third round maybe to us that day. You thought you might
Yeah, very disappointed. Just because I know the type of talent that I bring to the table. I know the type of back I am. Yeah, I know I had a bad calm down. I can say that. I admit that. But second round, that's just outrageous in my eyes. But like I said, God got His own ways. He got His plans, and I'm trusting and believing Him and following His path. So that's
I know it's really early, but the way they maybe have you, they're using you out here, is it really similar to what you've done in the past?
Very similar, man. They want me to, doing a lot like how they do it at Georgia. Like I said, Coach Kirby really run it like the next level of the pros. So the way they use me in the offense scheme, that's how they use me at Georgia. That's how they try to, fit me into the offense scheme and use me like jet sweep, stuff like that, running routes out of the backfield, even lining up the wide and running routes. So special teams, finding ways to get the ball in my hand off the field. So that's really how they use me at Georgia, and I think that's how they're gonna use me.
How much returning have you done? Yeah.
All I did, catch returns, special teams. I did everything. That's why they call me blueprint. So I do it all. I can do it all. And now they play kick return, come return. So it's whatever.
Is that blueprint?
Blueprint, man. It's blueprint.
When did you get that nickname?
Literally, when I was knee high. Like I said, catching the ball in the house. Literally playing Pee Wee. That's when I got it. We had to announce it and just making plays. And they ended up calling me the blueprint, so it stuck with me.
Did you ever get up here when your brother was at Wazoo? Go to a game or anything?
I couldn't. I had my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was busy.
Busy.
Yeah, definitely busy. But he definitely came to mind when he this season was over. So he got a chance to come in.
You got people here with you now?
Like that.
Who's all here?
I got my dude. Look at him right there. I got my dad, my father, and my uncle Ed.
What does being here in this moment mean to you and your family?
It means everything, man. Like I said, I wasn't just waiting at Saturday. I was gonna say it was Saturday, just waiting all day Saturday. They was right there by me, man, waiting, and they had my back, and they here with me now, still having my back. So for us all to be up here, we knew how hard it took, my whole life to get where I'm at now. So I want to take full advantage of it, and this is what I'm doing it for. So I want to make sure y'all know, y'all see Kenny McIntyre, y'all know they were right there behind me.
Is there a reason?
Yeah, there we go. Stay inspired. I love it. Turbo, set. Good. Turbo, set. Turbo, set. Everybody get two on the post redirect. Water's right next to our amazing strength coach, Ivan.
Being able to be on an NFL field and live out my dream has been cool.
What's your early impressions of Pete?
I mean, one, like, not even ever been coached by him. I know from a distance that he's an awesome coach. Seattle has an awesome organization, and he's very energetic. And he's where that organization starts, and just the culture that he's built here. So, I'm excited to learn from him, to play for him, and to see how many games he can win.
Yeah. Mike said that he didn't think Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll were actually that different. Would you agree with that assessment, or?
Yeah, both of them, they really love to compete, for sure. I feel like that's the central theme of both at their core. And I'll say Coach Harbaugh is probably a little bit more reserved than Coach Carroll, but they're both awesome coaches. Both win a lot, and both develop players very well.
How much of this has been similar from college, and how much of it has been different? I know it's only been a couple days, but we saw him there calling offensive plays inside.
Yeah, being at Michigan, we ran a pro style scheme, so I was definitely prepared coming here because I had to make all the calls and all the points and things up front, and it kind of started with me at Michigan. So the same thing here. So I definitely think that my background going to Michigan and playing there definitely helped me to kind of have a not as steep of a learning curve. So, but it's pretty similar. Coach Harbaugh ran practices. I mean, he's from the NFL, so he ran practices a certain way. Coach Carroll's running practices a certain way, so it's pretty similar.
Do you think this adjustment's easier because you've transferred and have to learn different offenses in college pretty quickly?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely spending time at Michigan helped me transition to the NFL a little easier.
Did you not make the calls and all that at Virginia, or?
We just didn't run a pro style scheme. I was in charge, but I mean, when you're running like more air raid and things of that nature, there's less communication, just kind of grab and go.
So is communication something you had to learn in Michigan, or was it always there and then you just continued it?
Yeah, I mean, I would always say I was a good communicator, took pride in making sure everybody's on the same page, but at Michigan I learned the game from a different lens and learned it from a pro style and had to communicate to, 2 or 3 tight ends, whether we're in 12 personnel, 13 personnel. So having to have more people listen to me and more people needing to rely on, all right, what's the point, who's the mic, and things of that nature, that definitely translates more to the NFL.
Would you say it's a tougher adjustment going to that pro style offense in the college level in the run game or pass protection? Because I've heard mixed things from centers on that.
Definitely in the run game, I would say, because in the run game, you usually don't, as an O-line, you get us on line of scrimmage, you're like, okay, we about to just move these guys off the ball, but you're going forward and there's a lot of moving pieces and things of that nature. So you're attacking. So when you're attacking somebody and they're moving, you gotta attack plus move with them. But like when you're pass setting, I mean, we never really like to always be passing at O-lineman, but just naturally like you're getting space off the ball. So even with them moving, you have more time to react. So that's why I say in the run game, it's a little harder communicating and pointing and being right. Everybody being right on the same page because everybody's right all the time. And people be hitting their head on the goalpost every play.
What's it? Seeing Mike kind of play, inside a little bit more, which is what they say they're going to do with him here. I guess how do you see him being able to evolve into that? From
I mean, yeah, Mike. I mean, he's a hungry player, very versatile guy, big kid. Like he'll be fine wherever they play him. I definitely think he's a learning curve just because he's on the outside a lot at Michigan, but he's going to be up to the task. And at the end of the day, you're not going to get good at anything unless you take reps. Like even though I've been taking so many reps playing center over my years from high school to college, there's still a learning curve for me, coming to the next level. So it's the same thing for him being moved inside. Just continue getting reps, continue stacking good reps, and taking the coaching and learning the scheme and applying it on the field.
Coming in with Anthony Bradford, obviously same draft class going out here, lined up next to each other. What are your thoughts on him early on?
Oh yeah, I mean he's an athletic, big guy, powerful, and once he gets it going and learns everything, like he's gonna be a special player.
Yeah, there we go. Stay in square. I love it. Turbo set. Good. Turbo set. Turbo set. This is how we turbo set. And then everybody get 2 on the close redirect. Water's right next to our amazing strength coach, Ivan. Go! Beautiful. Nice job. On the ball. Body shield and hand shield.
It's been amazing just to get to see all the guys from around the country that I've been just watching on film and stuff like that, and also going against them. I've been going against Olu for like a year and a half, and it feels good to go against him. It feels good to go against AB. And I'm just really excited for the growth that I'm about to endure.
I mean, I know you know a little better, but just what you've seen from AB so far. Just what are your thoughts on both those two?
I mean, I've been going against him all camp. He's a big body. He's just the big body, but I'm accepting it wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah.
I want him to push me as much as possible because this is a new position for me, but it's not unfamiliar territory. So I just want to get as much work as possible and be the best that I can be. And I feel like he's going to push me to be the best that I can be.
What went into the decision to put on, what was it, 20 pounds you said after the combine? What went into that decision?
To be a Seahawk, I met Coach Pete Carroll, I met Coach Hurt, and this is the place I wanted to be. And Coach John has a really relationship with my agent, and they said, bro, we want you to get bigger, and then we'll draft you. So I got bigger, and they drafted me. This is the place I wanted to be, so I just wanted to fit in and get to work.
What's it like playing with the extra weight?
Man, it's amazing. I played at 298 in college, so it's nothing at all. It's just more weight.
And how'd you gain those 20 pounds?
Eating right, working out. It's not really hard for a guy like me. Like, I can lose weight and gain weight at a really fast rate, so it's not a problem.
Did you lose weight because you wanted to maybe play on the edge?
Yeah, I lost weight so I can just look as versatile as possible with all teams. Because I went after the season, I was like 285, and I dropped down to 275, and then now I weighed in when I got here at 294. So my weight can fluctuate as much as it wants, whatever the coach wants me to do.
John said they put you did a FaceTime on the scale right before they drafted you.
I had my agent was like, bro, go eat a big breakfast, and, go buy a scale, and then weigh yourself. So I did all those things in 292, and then Seahawks at 151.
So you showed that on your phone?
I sent that to my agent, and then my agent sent that to mine. It says John.
Okay. You said you had good relationship with those guys. This is where you wanted to be, but there's 32 teams drafting. The odds say it's not that likely. What was that like to then find out you're really good at that?
It was nice. I kind of just for the night before, on the night of day 2, when I thought I was potentially go to day 2, but I didn't. That night, my agent called me, told me that stuff, and was like, Seahawks really want you, but they don't know if you're not going to do tackle, so just eat a big breakfast, and now I'm where I want to be.
You said this is not unfamiliar territory. You've played some inside, but Coach Carroll was saying yesterday it's not something you've played a ton of.
Yeah.
What are the biggest adjustments for you as far as going from being primarily an edge player to playing 3 tech?
Man, it's a different world. It's you're going against bigger bodies, harder double teams. I'm usually familiar with double teams between the tight end and the tackle. Now it's tackle guard center. So it's a completely different world. So you gotta embrace it and kind of be a monster in there. You're not gonna block the mentality.
With the weight, you still feel as fast and quick and all that?
That's not an issue.
What's in a big breakfast?
Huh?
What was it? Breakfast?
Whole lot of food, whole lot of mom's cooking.
Will you share your weight loss tips with us at some point?
I mean, I could. It's all about determination because it's all about what you want to do, who you want to be, and how you want to feel. And also, like, when you have millions of dollars on the line, you don't do anything you want. But I mean, I did it in college. I just want to just be there for my team. You know, I can't look at Olu and not give him my all because he's getting his all. I can't look at Blake Corum, JJ, and all my young freshmen and tell them to do something I don't do it. So I'm gonna be the standard. So if I gotta lose weight, I gotta lose weight. If I gotta gain it, I gotta gain it. That's just the cost of doing business.
Having played for Tim Harbaugh and now getting a taste of Pete Carroll, I mean, they were always regarded as such different guys, personality-wise. But what's it kind of like having played for Tim and now?
I don't think it's that different. I mean, I've only been around Coach Pete Carroll for a little minute. I've really been around him for a lot, but I would say the only difference is like Coach Harbaugh a lot more old school. Like Coach P, he comes in like music roaring, it's rap music, hip hop music coming in, he's lit, and then he's just like the energy from him and the coaching staff is just crazy. Like he had someone today, he was like, "Oh, stand up, you gotta go play," and then everybody was like, "Man, sit your blank down." So it was so funny. Just being in this environment is crazy. It's kind of like Jackson is waiting, but man, it's just like it's a beautiful environment. Something I really want to be a part of.
All right, there you had it. Some B-roll. We always like to have you take a look at that. And then, of course, you heard from all, the other 5 draft picks that talked today, and that being Olu, Kenny McIntosh, Cameron Young, Jarrett Reed, and also Mike Morris. And it was interesting, shout out there to Kenny McIntosh's family. I got a chance to talk to his dad and uncle, and you can see where the young man gets his confidence, and also just in terms of determination and the chip on his shoulder. Takeaways for me from the last couple of days is that, they weren't in pads, but they really nailed this just in terms of these players. They really want to be here. They took the extra effort. You heard Jarek Reed talk about, hey, you know what? I let go of the video games. I let go of the friends and everything else. And since he's been here, he spent a lot of time just looking at that playbook so he can get familiar. Definitely a difference between day one and day two, just in terms of how the players went about their practices. And they went with a little bit more speed, just because they kind of knew where to go. And so my takeaway is, it's all systems go right now, just in terms of really the 10 draft picks and what they were supposed to show. They definitely did that. Now, it'll be level 2. As I said, in about a week when the Seahawks start the OTAs, when all the other players are there. So then we'll gauge there, like how do they adapt to that? Will they take that next level? And they should. There's no reason why they shouldn't, but it's all systems go. The draftees showed that why they were drafted. For the CascadiaSports.net Seahawks post-practice report, I'm Asvita Mara Ire.